Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in, whether it's live or watching later. This is Wellness Wednesday, episode 10. My name is Scott Walker. I'm from Scott Inside Out Natural Mental Wellness. And today I'm naming my new mic. I got my, just pet it here. I have a new mic. The main reason I got this mic, especially with this fur-like cover, is to do outdoor videos and have better sound. Today it is a little bit breezy, so I'm optimistic that the sound is still good. I'll check it in a little while and see how it is. So I want to thank people for giving me feedback about mic names. In the last week, I posted on Scott Inside Out Facebook page, through email, and also asked personal friends asking for ideas on naming this mic. So I'm going to read off the names that were suggested. And again, thanks to people for your input. So I had Fluff, Mike, Fluff Mixter, Puff Daddy, Shag Mixter, Fluffy, and Mikey. And I had a few different people suggest Mikey. And drum roll, it's Mikey. So I love the fact that it's fun. It's still a masculine name. Obviously, I'm a guy, so I do like the fact that it is masculine. And so Mikey is my new name. So Mikey will be here joining me on future videos. And for those of you who think it's goofy or what have you, me having this fuzzy mic, that's okay. Like I say, I'm doing it for sound quality and also just to have a little more fun. So Mikey and I will be doing these videos here. So, and today's topic is about what you desire to do when you isolate. And this topic was covered by Julie Fast in one of her excellent blog posts. I will share the link for that in this video notes and comment. Julie Fast, who you may or may not know, is someone who's known as a bipolar disorder expert. She's known across various media channels. She's written many books. She's an International Bipolar Foundation board member. So she's a real passionate advocate for those of us with bipolar disorder. And Julie Fast writes some excellent blog articles. If you're at all curious, check out juliefast.com. And in this recent blog article, she was talking about what she does when she has a desire to isolate. So for those of you out there watching that have had mild depression or severe depression, you know that a typical pattern for people in those states is to isolate. And even me, as many tools as I have, and even though I'm really grateful and fortunate to be mentally stable the vast majority of the time, bottom line is I still have a tendency to have a desire to isolate when I'm feeling low or depressed. Sorry, I'm just checking that mic. So here's a few examples from Julie's article. So for her, when her desire to isolate is strong, or sorry, my mistake. What I did is I looked at Julie's list in her blog post, which I'll post, and I came up with my own mini list here. So things I desire to do or not do when my desire to isolate is strong is, number one, I say no to people who would like to see me. So I'll have friends who would say, hey, let's hang out, or let's have a call or a video call. I basically say no. Also, I'll look at my phone instead of answering my phone. I will not reply to text messages. I'll scroll social media. However, I won't post anything. And if I do message anyone during social media when I have this desire to isolate, I won't generally say that anything is wrong, that I'm not feeling that great. So what I'd suggest that you do is take a look at Julie's article and come up with your own list. And I realize it's not the most fun thing to go through, because essentially what you're doing is you're going through what you do when you are starting to feel low. However, I feel this is really important because in my experience, when you have the tools and capability to be able to shift your mindset when you're feeling low and starting to feel low, that's a real critical point there. Because when you're able to turn that around and get back to being mentally stable, then you're back to your normal life. When you start feeling low and don't do the things required to get out of that state, that can spiral down into depression. And of course, that is something we all wish to avoid. None of us have a desire to be even low, let alone depressed. So if you're feeling resistance to doing this exercise, I totally understand. As I say, I would rather be watching fun YouTube videos, hanging out with friends, but I would really suggest that you carve out 15, 20 minutes, read her article, and then look at her list. It's under number 1. Some of those may resonate with you, some may not. Come up with your own list. And I'd really encourage you to do that before next week's Wellness Wednesday video, because having this list could be a game changer for you. It could make the difference between you going back to a normal state as opposed to going down into depression. So really encourage you to create your own list. Really think about what do you desire to do or not do when you would like to isolate. And I just thought I'd quickly say as a last point that, again, generalizing, but in my experience, men tend to isolate more than women. And that's regardless of what's happening in their lives. In general, women are more social. They have more groups of friends. Even me, right now I work as a server in Banff, and I see all the time groups of women that are hanging out, doing a girls' weekend, spa weekend, kid-free weekend, usually not a booze-free weekend, but it's rare for me to see guys having a guys' weekend. So the reason I mention that is that even me, I have a tendency to isolate even now. I do have really good friends, which I'm fortunate and grateful for. That being said, when I'm feeling low, I still now have a tendency to isolate. So going through Julie's article for me was a real eye-opener, and I'm setting the intention that it could be for you. So for those of you going through this and creating your own list, I'd really appreciate you sharing. So if you feel comfortable doing so publicly, comment in the link below this video. If you do not, please email me. I'm at support@scottinsideout.com. I would love to hear a few things on your list. So the second part of Wellness Wednesday is me going through the same 5 questions every week. And the point of this is not for me to be egotistical and for me to just talk about me. The biggest point of this is, number 1, for me to be consistent to myself. Number 2, for me to be consistent to those of you watching. And number 3, it's to potentially create hope and inspiration for those of you watching who are struggling with your bipolar disorder journey right now. The first question is, what's something you're looking to improve in the next week? For myself, I'm looking to declutter physical objects. I found out last week that I have to move as of September 1st. I took action really quickly, and I'm grateful to have found a place within a couple days. I will be moving July 1st, and I've been doing a slow decluttering over the last little while. However, in the next month, it'll definitely be a rapid increase in decluttering of physical objects. So I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of things, selling a few things, donating a few things, giving a few things to friends that they would like. So I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of physical objects in my home. Second question is, what are you grateful for? This week is my birthday week. My actual birthday is tomorrow, June 7th. And what I've been doing the last few years is celebrating not only my birthday, but also my birthday week. And what I do in that week is I do something different every day to celebrate me, ideally with friends or family, or on my own. So I'm really grateful that this week I've had some amazing birthday celebrations already, and it's not even my birthday yet. On Sunday, I went mountain biking with a really good friend at the Nordic Center. We did some easy trails and chatted as we were riding side by side. We had lunch and snacks in a couple beautiful spots there. Sunday afternoon, I played tennis with a different friend for a short time. It was so great to hang out with her and hit the tennis ball around again. On Monday, I went and got an ice cream cone at Cow's here in town, which is excellent cream-based ice cream. Yesterday, I organized the Tunnel Mountain cleanup, and Tunnel Mountain is just that one there. Sorry. Just want to make sure. So Tunnel Mountain is a small mountain in Banff, and I organized a public cleanup event through Scott Inside Out, and numerous companies shared it, numerous friends shared it. I had 12 people come out. It was a come and go style. So I started at 6:30 in the morning. I finished about 12:30. I ended up doing 3 slow laps of tunnel while cleaning, and it was great. I had a few really good friends come out. I met a lot of new people. I met someone from Canmore named Jean-Francois that I had done we had a phone call together back in the winter, and we hadn't met, and he's a huge depression advocate. So I was grateful to meet him. And then today I'm going mountain biking with a buddy this evening. And then tomorrow's birthday, I'm doing a bunch of stuff. So I'm really grateful for having these birthday week activities. And, you know, in my 30s, I'll be honest, there's many years where I didn't do anything to celebrate my birthday. Like my brother or my mom would ask me, oh, what are you doing to celebrate your birthday? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. And they're like, why not? And I was at a place in my life where I just didn't feel like celebrating. I didn't feel like it was worth it. And now I'm the total opposite. I love celebrating me, and I'm truly grateful to be alive. Because like some of you watching, in the past, I've definitely had suicidal thoughts, and there were times when I didn't think I would reach 45, which is what I turn tomorrow. What's a win from your last week? So I already briefly mentioned it. I found a new place to live. I do rent, and last week our place was sold to a new owner, and the new owner is a very successful business person, and him and his company gave us plenty of notice that on September 1st, my rent would be going up 69.5%. So when I saw that number, my initial reaction was shock. Then it was anger. Then I told myself, okay, being angry and bitter and resentful does nothing to help me or the situation. So I did my best to put all my energy into being positive and envisioning a new place. And fortunately, I found a new place very quickly. So that was a big win for me, because where I live in Banff, it's not easy in general to find a good place to live at a reasonable price. What's a highlight from your last week? So again, I briefly mentioned it in the gratitude number 2 question. A highlight for me was the Tunnel Mountain cleanup yesterday. Tunnel Mountain is a trail that I run and hike on a lot, as do a lot of local people. It's very heavily used, especially in the summer, by tourists, and locals use it year-round. I hike and run it in the winter too. And that cleanup, I had the idea for it on Friday during a training hike, and I took action right away. I created an event. I talked to companies. I asked people to share it, and I had 12 people come out, and we cleaned up Tunnel Mountain. And a number of people on the trail were asking what we were doing, and they were commenting about how clean the trail was, and that felt really good. I mean, obviously the point of the cleanup wasn't for people to thank me. The point of the cleanup was to actually clean the trail, but that was a big highlight for me, and so I'm really grateful that 12 people joined me in doing that. What am I looking forward to in the next week? I'm looking forward to my birthday tomorrow. I'm doing a hike with a very good friend who's like my second mom. We're going to a spa for part of the afternoon, meeting friends at a really cool local restaurant for supper, and then I may or may not go back to the spa that evening. So it'll be a day where I'll be disconnected the whole day. I'm not going to be on my phone. I'll take a few photos, but that's it. I won't be on Facebook or what have you. And I'm really, really looking forward to the birthday celebration tomorrow. So for those of you watching and getting value out of this video, I'd greatly appreciate you hitting like or subscribing to this video. It helps me build my reach. And once I hit 100 likes with YouTube, I'm actually able to name my YouTube channel. So it's growing, and I'd love to see you be part of that. As a reminder, we have our 6 Peaks Bipolar Disorder Awareness and Fundraising Hike that's coming up on September 12th, 2018. So if you're curious about that, or you'd like to donate, check out scottinsideout.com/2018 hike, 2018 hike. And for those of you who have bipolar disorder and would like to be connected more with what I'm doing, I'd really encourage you to subscribe. So when you go to the homepage of scottinsideout.com, there's a little box. It says your 7 keys to natural mental wellness. Enter your name and email in there, and you will receive a weekly newsletter from me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I just realized my face is a little bipolar in this video, because obviously this half is sunny and this half is dark, and it's just the way the sun is, and I wanted to get this angle with Cascade there. That's Cascade. It's my big finger. But yeah, anyways, so it's kind of ironic that I'm doing a video about bipolar disorder and my face looks bipolar. So thanks again for watching. Make your mind your ally and take care.